he said, facts. Facts can hurt you when they're not true. When you make a statement of fact that is not factual, that may be libelous.
Oh, what a tangled web we weave when first we practice to deceive. Man, Johnny, you're getting beat up from all over the place today, man. Man, you're getting beat up by fools from the south, fools from the north, paisas, the black car, the white car. Man, I swear you might be the one that brings peace to the yard. Damn, Johnny, this is all you're doing. You brought this all upon yourself, man. The beef with Chill would not have happened if you hadn't listened to your trolls while you were drunk on a live. You let them get to your head, because that's usually what happens. You're usually on a live, you're usually drunk, you're with Gunner, you're acting a fool, you guys want to act hard. So the minute that you hear something contrary to whatever it is that you're doing, you gotta jump off, you gotta start acting stupid, and then you just loosen up the lip, man. You're loose of the lips, bro. Just like you were loose of the lips when you went and you debriefed. I mean, come on, man. We all know what debriefing means. It's kind of crazy that Chill has to get on YouTube and read your paperwork as though he's reading it to 6-year-olds because your dumbass supporters still don't have a clue about the fact that you debriefed and what debriefing means, man. Everybody understands what it is. You told on your friends, you told on the dudes that were around you because you wanted a cushy little time in an SNYR. Now, that would have been what it was until you started acting stupid online. Started getting drunk with Gunner, started acting stupid, making threats. You threatened Jerry, then you acted stupid with L, and all of the other threats that you've made while you're drunk. All of that is your doing. Nobody put a gun to your head. Nobody forced you to do none of that. You, as a grown-ass man, 52-year-old man, decided to be on YouTube acting the fool. You don't want to grow up. You've got Peter Pan syndrome. Then you're a rat. I mean, you're a straight-up rat. Had you come out, like we've said it before, and I'm going to say it again, and everybody's told you this. Had you come out and said exactly who you were, what you were about, what your case was about, and what it is that you had to do, I think people at this point would have already forgotten. They would have let go. But you had to make it worse. Now, the thing about Bubba, man, he had to disassociate himself from you publicly because of the crap that you do on TikTok. I mean, you're a sick individual. You go on TikTok, you perv out, you act stupid, right? So Bubba had to disassociate himself from you. I mean, any reasonable man understands that. I mean, you act like these things didn't happen out on the street either. I mean, once you got a homeboy that's acting stupid, you talk to him a couple of times, you have him run a DP, and once he's DP'd, if he continues to act stupid, he gets jumped out. You disassociate yourself from him. I mean, this is not brand new. It shouldn't be brand new to you, you tough-ass gangster. You're the one that claims to be hardcore. You should know the rules by now. But the problem is that you're trying to reinvent the rules. You're trying to use semantics. You're trying to use all of these things to put away, to not talk about the fact that you debriefed, that you put cases on people. Yeah, they were locked up. No, they didn't have to go to court, but you added points to them. You washed your hands so that you can be an SNY. And like I've said before, I personally, particularly don't care about that. What made me and many others like me look at you a certain way and then engage the way we do now against you is because of how you act. No man acts the way that you do. No real man. Because Skittle does the same things that you do, right? And that's the only guy now that you have on your side. Even High Power Fitness decided to, say, I'm a bounce. Even High Power Fitness decided to leave you guys and, denounce you. I mean, it is what it is, and you got to accept that fact. Now, I don't know if you're tired, bro. Aren't you tired, man? And you're getting it from all over the place. You're getting it from big content creators, and you're getting it from little content creators such as myself. I mean, you got my name in your mouth constantly, bro. And I'm not even a factor according to you and Skittles. So the fact that you guys are so focused on what people are talking about you, what people are saying about you, you always got to come out and respond is the reason why you're getting bashed the way you are. Because you go on TikTok and you continue to do a lot of the stupid shit that you were doing on YouTube. You try to run over there, but it caught up to you. Why? Because exposed tube and the exposed tube movement continues to be on your neck, and we don't stop. And besides us, there's everybody else. You've got Slugs, you've got Chill. You should have left Chill alone, man. Now you got Bubba. You've got everybody against you, man. You know, and this sucks. You know, it sucks to be you. It sucks to be you and Skittles. Skittles got his family against him now. You know what I mean? So, do you see what's happening here? I know that wishful thinking, I know that your wishful thinking is that one day all of this is going to blow over like it did in the past, but it's not. You've accumulated too many enemies, you've accumulated too many people against you, and little by little your followers are going to realize that you ain't about shit. That's why your views are down. The only time your views come up is when you're addressing what people are talking about you, is when you're attacking people. That's the only time that you get the views that you get. And like I said a long time ago in one of my videos, if you left up those lives or you crash out, those would have most of the views. Those would have the views, not these little punk ass videos that you put out every day, regurgitating, repeating, repackaging, reheating stuff that you talked about already for years. That's why you're not getting any traction, because you're stuck. You're stuck in the little shoe mentality. You've made your apartment into a shoe, and unfortunately, that's where you have to stay because of all the shit that you talk, because of all that you did, because you debriefed. Once again, I think if you would have come clean, if you would have made amends, if you wouldn't have acted hard and you stopped acting hard, maybe things would change, but I really doubt it. You know, you're the YouTube Piñata. Johnny Ratas, the YouTube Piñata. That's all I gotta say, man. Peace.